Why don't I see anything? Can you guys see me? What's going on? Wait, I don't see myself. That's super weird. Can you guys see me and hear me? Hold on. This is super weird. Hi, Jano, Jason. It's very strange because I don't see myself. Let me see if refreshing works. Oh man. I guess I need more coffee. That was my bad. Everything was cool. I had the camera lens closed, so we should be good now. Hey, Shantae. That was totally my bad. Total brain fart. I'm like, I see the light on. Yeah, but the lens was closed, Jess. Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Jess. I am the founder, the creator, the owner of MyTaropist. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. And yeah, we're doing one question readings, y'all. I only have a limited amount of time today. I'll be doing these again. I see a Venmo already. Okay. I'll be doing these again more frequently. But today I just wanted to slip on while it's early enough in my time where Jess is awake and alert and everything's running at full speed and all of the good. So I wanted to pop on for a bit, but I have a call in about an hour and a half approximately. So I won't be able to take too much time, but I want to get as many people in as quickly and efficiently as possible. So if you got questions, hit me with your questions. Fire away. I see already some people up in here. So let me get my list going. How is everyone? Where are you in the world? I also wanted to try to come on. I meant to come on this in the AM my time because I know for some of my folks, they're on all different time zones. So I wanted to make sure that I'm hitting people at different time zones as well for these one question readings, especially for my members, my light bean babies, because all my light beans are all over the world. So I wanted to make sure I come on at different times so they can all get their free questions for the month. So if you're a light bean, meaning a member of Jess's channel, My Therapist, then you get a question for free. So it depends on which tier you're on. If you're tier 1, it's one question. Tier 2, it's 2. Tier 3, it's 3. Okay, so light bean sprouts, you're tier 1. Radiant light beans, tier 2. Luminous light beans, tier 3. So all of that should be in the description of this video. So without further ado, I'm opening up PayPal as well. So let me see if anything's come through. I do see Venmo. So let me get my list going. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't want to say names out loud just in case you guys have a different handle and you're trying to be anonymous. So the person I see, LZ Fan 99. Okay, good. Monica, I was hoping I'd catch you. I was hoping I'd catch you in my light beans. Shantae, I don't know if this is you. Hey, Angel Reigns. Hey, Leah. Hey, girl. Hey. Cheers, y'all. Yes, I'm not just waking up, but this is my second. But this is actually, it's more milk. It's more of like a latte than a coffee, but not even a latte because it's not espresso. It's like, the ground up instant stuff. All right, so hold on. So when I see here, I'm not sure if you're in the chat, and so I don't want to say your name, but I see you and your question and your number 1. Let me see. I'm trying to find the full. This is super weird. It just says, "Hi Jess, if you could please give me any," and then it cuts off. So name starts with an S. So let me know if you're in the chat, let me know what the full question is. Because for whatever reason, it cut it off. And I'm sorry about that. I appreciate you trying to give me the question and then it just cut off. Hi, Jess. If you could just give me any. I could give you something, but I don't know if it's what you want. So I want to make sure it's what you want. But okay, while I'm waiting to see if my boo who left that question, I got my Angel Rains. Let me know if you have questions. Let me hit my Monica girl here. So Miss Ma'am, with the Venmo, I love it. Thank you so much, Boo, for your Venmo donation. I want to make sure I get your full question. So if you're watching, hit me with your question in the chat because it cut it off. So in the meantime, in between time, I got a member in the chat, LZ Fan 99, with her 3 questions. Okay, so I'll get going with you, my dear Monica. Is Suzanne. I'll say your first name, Suzanne. If you're around, Suzanne, let me know what the rest of it was. I'm sorry it cut off. So let's see. Okay, so Monica, I'm gonna hit you first. I'll get a timestamp for everybody, and I will get those timestamps put up after the live as well. So let me see. I'm gonna leave a thing in the chat for Suzanne. Okay. Help me out, y'all, if you guys see Suzanne. All right, let's get into it. This is for Ms. Monica on my way to work, but one, new, good. Oh, wait, let me, 740 for you, boo. On my way to work, but one, new, good. Two, dating 2 guys, one younger, one older. How do they feel and which would be best for me? 3, Torgus and the Restless. You'll send details from work. Okay. Cool. So just so you all know, I can only stay on for about another hour, 15 minutes. Not a long time right now. I'll come back on again soon. I just had a little bit of time before I have to hop on a call. So I meant to come on earlier. Sorry about that. Let's get it. All right. This is for Ms. Monica. New, good. What's the new, good coming for Ms. Monica? What's that new, good coming for Ms. Monica? Monica. Monica, it looks like you got... This is kind of funny. I need to clarify because it looks like... I don't know if there's something you've been impatiently waiting for, some kind of message or communication from a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I'm kind of feeling like this may be new love or somebody making an offer to you. Let's say that, like someone offering something to you, asking you out, showing you some affection or attention, but it kind of like feels like you're not, like it's not good enough, this offer. You're not interested. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how that's good, but let's see. Hold on. And maybe that you haven't been getting a lot of traction in that department, and this person is giving you what you've been missing or what you've been needing. Clarify the 4 of Cups and the new, good coming from Monica. Oh, you're dating 2 guys, one older, one younger. Oh. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune in the Sun. Okay, so I'm inclined to think, especially because I asked the new, good, that you've got somebody here that's offering you something that is just right. It's giving me that Goldilocks energy of this one's too hot, this one's too cold, this one's just right. So it feels like you've got something here. If you've been feeling like you haven't really felt like the options that you have had have been enough or have been filling your cup. It's just not quite right. It's not really hitting the spot. Like, yeah, it's got good flavor, but the texture's off. Like, yeah, it's filling, it's very substantial, but there's no flavor, there's no taste to it. It kind of feels like you're finally getting something here, someone. It could be a younger water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that is feeling just right. There's something here that's opening up for you in divine timing. Things are looking really good. Tell me more. Could be also, I have Leo energy. I have fixed energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Let me dig into these new people, because maybe that will reveal a little bit more. Okay, so we'll put younger guy here and older guy here. So younger guy, how does he feel about Ms. Monica? How does the younger guy feel about Ms. Monica? Monica, Monica. How does the younger guy feel about Ms. Monica? Younger guy is looking like he's a bit of a player, boo. I hate to say. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups is what came out. Like, he may be a little bit confused. He may still be looking at other people, is kind of what I'm getting. Like, you may not be his only option right now. Tell me more about the 7 of Cups. I hate to say that, but that's what came out. Ace of Cups. Yeah. It feels like you're an option for that guy, the younger one. Okay. Like, he's still kind of looking for his perfect fit. Not that you're not in the, not that you're not on the rotation, but who wants to be on a rotation? Kind of feels like it's saying maybe go with somebody older, more mature, the Emperor. Yeah, I don't see the younger guy being a great option at all. He feels like the type that might ghost or go quiet at some point if he hasn't already. Um, Especially if he's starting to feel like there's any movement towards commitment or desire for that. He kind of feels like he's sort of playing the field right now a little bit, a bit of a heartbreaker, that one, especially for that 3 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles to come out with him. So I'm not feeling it on the younger guy. I'm going to be real with you. Even though, interestingly, you had that Knight of Cups come out. So I might dig a little bit more in this new good. The older guy, how does the older guy feel about Monica? What's going on with him? Monica, how's the older guy feeling? Older guy feels more solid and stable. He may have a nasty ex. I don't know if he's been divorced or had a breakup or something like that. But there could be sort of like an icky ex energy around him. But he does feel like he's more solid and stable. He may be a little bit secretive, a little bit sort of closed off about his feelings, or shy about his feelings. Like, he kind of holds his cards a little close to his chest. Maybe it's a little harder for him to open up or be vulnerable in an emotional way or express himself emotionally. I've got water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Yeah, the older guy is a slow mover. Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Giving very mature, stable energy. Definitely feel like there may be like a nasty ex or breakup around him, or somebody in his energy that's, he may also have a hard time trusting women. So be a little careful about that. But in general, if I were to be a betting person, I would, based on what energy I'm seeing, I would bet more on the older guy, even though it feels like he's a bit stubborn, a little bit like shy or close off about about expressing his feelings. It doesn't feel like he's unavailable emotionally. It just feels like he likes to kind of keep his cards close to his chest, and he likes to like move very slowly, very, very, very slowly. Okay. But this could also be the two of you. This is the Emperor, Aries energy, father energy, Big Daddy, masculine, divine masculine energy, and the Knight of Pentacles, which is Taurus energy and minor arcana. But you know, it does feel like he's kind of a quiet, he's giving very quiet, shy-ish vibes. He may be a bit of a loner as well. I don't know. I definitely see feelings for you with his energy. It's just that he may be kind of holding back a bit until um he has more security in terms of like where this is going or something to that effect. Um so yeah, I don't know. It feels new for both of them. But it also feels like the younger guy is a bit of a player. Not gonna lie. So um there's definitely a weird energy of, yeah, I don't know. Is he a loner? Is he more kind of an isolated guy? Because he's giving a lot of that energy. If he doesn't have an ex, again, did I show you this hermit energy? Virgo. If he doesn't have an ex that he has some bitterness towards or is bitter herself, it could be that he has a little bit of trust issues when it comes to women. Tell me more about this Sun and Wheel of Fortune and the new good for Monica. And then I'll wait for you to get to work and we can do Torgus and the Restless. And I see you, Angel Reigns. All right, Monica. Suzanne, are you there, girl? Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune Sun card and the new good coming for Monica. It's like you've got some good luck. If you've been stuck in your head about something, it could be something with regard to work. If you've been stuck in your head about something maybe related to work, or you've been feeling isolated at work, or you've had to kind of set boundaries with yourself and others, and it's kind of been stressing you out, or giving you some anxiety, it feels like something's about to move forward in your favor. Something may be clear to you or come clear or get out in the open, like be revealed to you, where it may something that may have been causing you a lot of confusion and an energy of overthinking and stress and worry about something. It kind of feels like it was much ado about nothing, whatever the stress and worry is. Okay. Because it feels like things are going to start to, to open up, to move forward in a really, really positive direction. Very fortuitous for you, very moving forward very much in your favor. So there could be some kind of communication that comes into you that kind of clears up whatever this confused, anxious energy was, okay, that had you overthinking and stuck in your head. And it's kind of giving that feeling and that sense of, oh my God, why was I worried about that? Like, that was like, I was worried about nothing. Like, that wasn't anything that I needed to stress out about. Does that make sense? Could be involving a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be involving, Cancer specifically also. Could be something regarding like a move or transition, something to do with work, maybe. Doesn't have to be. Or a trip, work trip or something. Doesn't have to be, but also, it could. So again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo energy, fixed energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Okay. So something definitely happened between the Sag and the Scorpio. They weren't living together for a while. They're not sure if they're done or back on. Let's dig into them. Okay. I don't know. Why do I feel like we picked up on energy of like, or maybe they had some kind of separation and then they got back together. I don't know. I forgot, girl. It's been a hot minute. Running into work. Okay, no problems. And then I got you Angel Rains. I just am looking for Suzanne to get the rest of her questions. So Suzanne, if you're there, boo, hit me with your question, my friends. Because it cut it off. All right. So what's going on with the Scorpio and the Sagittarius? Monica's friends. Monica's colleagues, I should say. What's going on with the Sagittarius and the Scorpio for Monica? This is for Monica. This is for Monica. This is for Monica. Monica. The Magician. Yeah, somebody wasn't okay. Gemini energy. Yeah, I think that the Sagittarius was wanting a proposal. I forget if they did get engaged or not. I'm pretty sure the Leo did. I remember that now, but it's looking like the Sagittarius was gunning for a proposal. Like she wanted marriage. She had marriage on the mind. That was her goal. The Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, obviously feeling very strongly like her. The Ace of Pentacles of Discs and the Justice. Okay, so it's feeling like she may have been trying to pressure him for some kind to make a decision around that. But I feel like somebody either wasn't ready, just couldn't really give to it completely. Like they weren't, something was imbalanced. And it could be that they just wanted different things in terms of the timing of things. It may have felt like there was some imbalance in the connection. Someone felt like we're not on the same page, or I'm giving more than you are to this, or something like that, right? There was something that was off. It was not a balanced connection, or what they wanted, their goals, and the timing of it all maybe wasn't aligned, or someone was feeling like, I'm feeling emotionally with this energy. It could be, I'm feeling emotionally neglected. I'm not really feeling like you're giving me what I need. My emotion, you're not meeting my emotional needs is what I'm trying to say. So it feels very much like, yeah, somebody did walk away. Yeah, exactly. Because they didn't feel like this was fulfilling to them in the way that they wanted or needed it to be. And it's so interesting too how the Justice and the Six of Pentacles cards do mirror each other in this particular deck. So it does feel like there was an imbalance there. And if somebody did want marriage, again, maybe they weren't on the same page. Someone might have been in their emotions. Someone might have been in their head trying to be logical about things, or someone was coming from a more emotional place and it wasn't meeting. Okay. Someone maybe needed to make a decision with that Two of Swords, but they couldn't get what they were thinking and what they were feeling to align, right? I feel a particular way, but my head's telling me, my intellect is telling me this, so it does feel like, yeah, someone was feeling not fulfilled in the connection. Magician, though, let's clarify that and see what that's about. It could be that someone, well, we'll see, because that could be any number of things. Gemini energy, what's the Magician about, and what's going on with the Scorpio and the Sag? Monica, and this is the Sagittarius and the Scorpio. What's the Magician about? Three of Cups. I thought so. Okay. Someone's really trying to pressure this man. They may be reuniting. Someone may be a little bit. I don't know if someone's trying to manipulate the other. I don't look at the Magician as necessarily a manipulative energy, but in some decks, especially particularly like early tarot decks, the Magician is also known as like a street vendor. Like he's a street vendor and he's out there selling his wares. He's a salesman. Not necessarily like he's manipulative, but he's got a salesman hat on, right? Look at my wares. Look at all these great things I have to offer. Like, don't you want to buy something? I guess my Italian. I'm trying because the very first tarot came from Italy, Tarocchi. Don't you want to buy something from me? I don't know. It's terrible. Apologies to anyone in Italy. So it's like somebody could be like, hey, don't you miss all the fun we had? Don't you miss my personality? Don't you miss being around me? Don't you miss let's be friends. Let's hang out. Let's have fun. Let's be friends. So it could be that the Sagittarius is or someone is selling somebody a story, a narrative of, hey, I'm okay. I can wait to get married. I can wait. Like let's see if we can try being friends and let's take it down a notch, or let's hang out, let's reunite, you know what I mean? So it does feel a little bit like someone is possibly trying to sell somebody something here. I don't know if it's going to work or not, though, because there's a lot of water under the bridge between the two of them. Someone's feeling, like I said, I felt the energy of someone feels really pressured. The Scorpio may be looking for something new. He may be trying to look for something new. There's a lot going on here, girl. I do feel like, dang, this Queen of Swords keeps wanting to come up in reverse. Whew, okay. Yeah, I feel like it's like a off on push pull, a lot of energy with that. Like they break up only to try to get back together, but they haven't ever healed. I feel like whatever the core wound is between them, whatever that main issue is, it keeps resurfacing. And I'm not going to pry into all that, but it does feel like there's something between the two of them that they keep circling the drain on and they can't get past it. Okay. So I don't know if I necessarily see this having a happily ever after. It does look like the Scorpio is kind of open for something brand new here. And it does feel like there's a lot of issues that are unresolved between the two of them. And as much as they may try to start again, until they resolve those core issues, it's not going to be a true fresh start. So that's what I got for you on that. Okay. Also found out the Sag and her sister tried to get rid of you at work. What? The Leo found out from someone about that plot. They almost succeeded, but the person they wanted to replace me with left the school. Oh, wow. Okay. Girl, I don't know if we picked up on that in an earlier reading, but I'm sorry that happened. And that's Sag sounds like a piece of work. And I really hope that it looks like things are looking up for you. You had the Wheel of Fortune in the sun, girl. Like things are definitely starting to move in a positive direction for you. So I think there maybe that even picked that energy up because it felt like there was something about, especially with regard to work. There was a lot of mess about work, but I didn't dig because I was looking at the good stuff coming. But it did look like there was some conflict, some issues going on there. And then something that was causing you a lot of anxiety and kind of, something you couldn't get over mentally, like you were thinking about a lot. But it feels like, again, that energy of things are going to start to feel like you're getting some positive news And it's sort of like, oh gosh, I was worried about nothing. Like everything's going to be okay. But it feels like things are going to start to look like they're even more like moving in a really positive direction for you, girl. Okay. Thank you, girl. Thank you, LZ Fan 99. Miss Monica. Have a great day at work, girl. Have a great day at work. She's playing on his loneliness. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he's falling for it anymore. I didn't see an end to that connection, but I did see like he's definitely opening himself up to something new and not really. I think he's kind of done circling the drain on that one for sure is what it looks like. I definitely think he's starting to see it for what it is, you know? You're so welcome, boo. Hey, Jason. All right. What's going on with Angel Brains? I said hi to you earlier, but I don't know if you heard me. Things were a little bit cuckoo bananas because the camera was off at first. All right, Angel Reigns. You guys, if you haven't taken the poll, take the poll to vote on the next all signs reading. And my light beans, only one of y'all has downloaded, I think, the soul work guide. So please go check my older posts, particularly the members only posts, so you can get a copy of that. Okay. I really want you guys to be able to enjoy. I worked really hard on it. So I didn't do that for nothing. And if you guys are not a member of the channel, I do have the fall reset special going on right now. There's a link on my, I don't know if I put a link in the description here, but you can check it out on MyTaropist.com. You can also check a link directly to the fall soul work special on my channel page. Okay, cool. So yeah, don't forget. I think you'll like it because I think you like to journal, if I'm not mistaken. I totally forgot. Yeah, he does. That was a rebound relationship. And, you know, we all have those moments. It's okay. All right, Angel Reigns, let me get you a timestamp, boo. 3240. Angel Reigns, anything around love for the rest of the year and anything around your side business from home. Okay. This is from Ms. Angel Reigns. And Suzette, I'm still looking for you, boo. I got your Venmo, but it cut off your question. So if you can oh, okay, and I got another one here too. Okay. So if you Miss Angel not Miss Angel Rings, Miss Suzanne, sorry, Miss Suzanne, if you can come in the chat and just drop me the full question, I would so appreciate it, boo. Cuz I want to get you, but I don't know what the question is. And then I'm going to, after Angel Reigns, I'm going to check because I think I had another one come through too. Okay. Angel Reigns. Okay. Okay. Anything around love for the rest of the year. What's coming in love for Ms. Angel Reigns for the rest of the year? This is for Angel Reigns. Anything coming in love for her for the rest of the year? Angel Reigns. Anything coming in love for Angel Reigns? The moon, the 2 of cups, 9 of cups. There may be, let's see what this moon energy is about though. Let's see, maybe, well, Pisces season is not this year. That won't be till next year. Unfortunately, because I was going to say maybe in Pisces season or maybe a Pisces or someone with a Pisces moon, Pisces placement, definitely water energy here. You don't see this coming. It could be that it's somebody different than your usual type or different than what you usually go for or what you would expect. You have the moon. I'm going to clarify that. The 2 of cups. The Knight of Cups. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be a little bit younger than you. Doesn't have to be. The 3 of Wands. So it could be someone who's a little bit at a distance from you. I heard someone worth the wait. Empress on the bottom. Let's see. Tell me more about this moon energy for what's coming in love for Ms. Angel Reigns. Angel Reigns. Tell me more about this moon and what's coming in love. A water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And as I say that, what the heck? The Chariot again. Lots. This is like almost all water, boo. So that's clarifying the moon. So again, it could be a Cancer. Someone with Cancer is strong prominently in their chart. But as I said, it could be someone who's at a distance from you, someone you meet when you least expect it. Yeah, Eight of Cups could be someone who's again not living quite where you're at. Or you could meet them while you're traveling or on a trip, something like that. But definitely feeling like they could have a water sign moon, or they could definitely be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Two major arcana. This feels like it's going to be a significant connection, or it's going to make, I'm getting more like it's something that could make a big impact on your life. Like, it could be someone who can, like, with the moon and the Chariot there, bring you out of your shell or help move some things forward in your life, which is giving soulmate connection, which aligns with this Two of Cups. Because my view on soulmates is it's somebody who's in your life for a season and a reason. It serves a particular purpose to kind of move you forward. So this could be someone who helps you like on your healing journey, in particular with that Eight of Cups, the Four of Swords. Someone who, or maybe helps you move forward on some goals that you may have in your life or set for yourself. Could be too, like, there's so much water on this. Oh my God. You're a Pisces sun and moon? Oh, I didn't know that about you. So I do have light beam babies that are water signs. Okay. I always do water signs last on the monthlies because I thought none of you guys are water signs, but you are. Okay. How did I not know that about you? Let's see. Tell me more about this person. And then your second question was anything around your side business from home. Okay. Girl, I'm always getting those side business messages, and I'm like, is this hidden for anybody? But I guess you have one. Okay. I'm learning so much about you. All right, Angel Reigns. Tell me more about this person coming in. Ooh, be careful, because this does feel like it's a very sexual connection. I know this isn't necessarily a good thing. It could start out as like a friends with benefits kind of thing, or a hookup, or very sexual. Okay. So make sure, I'd say, you got the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. It does feel like you may meet this person in an unexpected way, maybe through friends, or while you're out and about, going out with this energy, like traveling, something. I don't know. It just feels like you may meet this person in a very unexpected, like a very nice, meet cute kind of way. But be really careful with this energy. This is like somebody who could possibly have, like, I know this isn't good, but like sex addiction or something like that. Or it may be that this person could drag you into some kind of like, and maybe this is a different person, maybe you have more than one coming, but someone who could kind of try to drag you into a sexual, like, where you get caught up in the sex of it all. Does that make sense? I'm trying to be delicate in what I say, but you know what I mean? Like, you could get dematized. No, don't say that way. Just say it. Dickmatized. You know what I mean? So just be careful with that. Or, I don't see anything bad in terms of like, oh, this person's a player and a loser like this, unless this, but everything else looks super positive. So it could just be that it's a very sexually charged connection. So just be careful that you don't like move things forward too quickly in that particular direction. It may be that it starts out, like I said, very, like a friends with benefits, like a kind of, there's an attraction and you hook up and then it moves forward. Although I'm not seeing that this person is necessarily going to be in your life long term. I'm not seeing that right now. I'm seeing it's a lot of fun, very sexually charged. Could be some travel involved in that, could help you move forward on some goals that you may have. A lot of water. So I would not be surprised if this person isn't a water sign. I have Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again. So, but be really careful that this person isn't also like vet them a little bit. They may be younger than you because I have a page and I have a knight, 2 knights actually, and a page. They may be a bit younger than you. All right. Let me go to the next thing you asked. I have to watch myself. Sometimes I get carried away and I get so too long. Okay, side business from home. Hey, I see your super chat. Hey, Kitty. Thank you, boo. Thank you for the super chat. Is that a crying lemon? Is he crying or laughing the lemon? I can't tell. Hey, Kitty. Hey, hit me with your question. I'll add you on the list. And Suzanne, I'm still looking for you, boo. Let me know what your question is. Laughing lemon. Okay. He's making lemonade. That's what he's doing. Okay, what's going on with Angel Rain's side business? What's going on with Angel Rain's side business from home? Whew, my nose is itching, y'all. Really bad. Like a lot. Oh my God. What's going on with Angel Rain's side business from home? And I used the lint roller. There may be a couple little, but it's not cat fur, y'all. Because I use a dang lint roller. So it just happens when I read sometimes. All right, what's going on with Angel Rain's side business from home? Hasn't happened for a minute, but it's happening right now. Oh, nice. Big boss energy. That side business is what the Feezy McFeezy. Okay, girl. Good. Your water energy is coming through. You excel. Like you go into your strong masculine energy. You go into the masculine side of that water energy when you are the boss. Like you're meant to be the boss. You're meant to be in charge. Emperor, Ace of Swords. You could be getting some kind of a really brilliant idea with regard to your business, some kind of breakthrough or clarity regarding the business that could make you a lot of money. In the Nine of Pentacles, that's my solopreneur energy. And I hope you've heard me say that before on this channel. But Nine of Pentacles to me is somebody who is like a solopreneur or a budding entrepreneur. And it looks like that's your ticket, girl. Like you're meant to be a business owner. You're meant to have your own business going there. Okay. Could be very profitable for you. 9 to the 10 of Pentacles. You have the King of Cups, again, the Ace of Swords. King of Cups, all the kings are leaders. Okay. So it really does feel like you excel when you are when you step into an entrepreneurial role. That really feels like you found your pocket there. This is beautiful energy for anyone who's wanting to start a business. It seems like you have a really great idea. It also feels with you stepping into that King of Cups energy that whatever this is, it's a passion of yours. It's something that not only are you really skilled at doing, but it's something here that you really enjoy doing. It brings you emotional fulfillment. So I'd say at some point this brilliant idea, it could be something, and I'm not saying to rush into it because I don't see any energy around rushing into anything, but this side business could end up being something here. This idea could grow and it could end up being your main thing at some point. You may be able to quit the day job at some point in the future. I'm not saying right now, and I don't say that lightly, but you have such beautiful energy around this that it feels like you've really hit something here that's very, very, that could end up being very profitable for you. Okay. So I'd say just keep at it. Don't quit. Okay. You got to do it at home alone to the wee hours or whatever you got to do, drinking a couple extra cups of Joe or whatever, burning the midnight oil. Like, stick with this because it looks like if you stick with it and are consistent, it could be, and learn what you need to learn and all the things, like it feels like it could really be um really, really good for you, boo. Really good. Okay. So thank you, Ms. Angel Reigns. Kitty, you wanted a love reading. Okay. No worries. How long is the wait? You're gonna be up here quick. I think I have like 2 people ahead of you, but unfortunately with Suzanne, let me see if I can send her a message on Venmo because Suzanne sent a question, but it cut off and she was like one of the first people. So I think I have 2 ahead of you. I'm going to check the list right now, 1 or 2, but hit me with at least the first question because I won't be on here for, oh, is it only, oh, I've got longer than I thought. Hold on. Let me check my. I was totally okay. I have a little bit longer than I thought. I have about an hour still with you guys. So I was thinking I was almost done, but no. Okay, so my call is later than I thought. So I have a little bit of time. A little bit of time. So we're good for at least another hour or so. Hour and some change. As long as I keep getting questions, we're good. I was like, I was thinking, oh my God, I only have 30 minutes left. But no, that's not true. We're good. Okay, so I did have PayPal come through. From an anonymous. Okay, so I got an anonymous PayPal and I got Suzanne. Okay, so you would be after those 2, my friend Kitty. So I'm putting you next. Thank you to my light beans. If any more of my light beans have questions, let me know. I saw Jano in there. So, Jano, you can get another one if you want, boo. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, my nose is itching. Woo! Woo! Oh my gosh. All right. Sorry, you guys. You're so welcome, Angel Reigns. Suzanne, my boo, where are you? Oh yeah, I was gonna try. Hold on. Anonymous, you be next. I'm going to go over here and see if I can get if there's any way to reply. I don't know if there's a way to reply on Venmo. Maybe I can leave a okay. Oh, duh. I see the full question now. Okay, I got it. So we've got Suzanne, and then I'm gonna do anonymous, and then I'll do Kitty. Sorry about that, Suzanne. Okay, I see you, boo. I got the full question now. Okay. And thank you for the sweet comment in the Venmo, boo. Okay, so let me get going on Suzanne. Apologies, boo. She maybe have been watching and been like, I did put the full question. Jess is bad. Okay, let's get it. Let me do a quick cleanse. Yay, Angel Reigns. I'm glad you're following through with those passions. It really looked like you hit your stride with that. 100%. You inspire me. I'm going to do a career reading for a business reading for myself after this. All right. Oopsies. Don't set your decks on fire, Jess. That's bad. All right. Okay. Oh my gosh, the nose is itching so much. All right. So this is for Suzanne. Let me get you a timestamp, Suzanne. 50:45. Okay. So it's Suzanne, then Anonymous, then Kitty. And the list is still open, y'all. All right, this is for Suzanne. Hi, Jess. If you could please give me any info on any love interest for me that is upcoming. Thank you. And I love your energy and guidance, Suzanne. Thank you, Suzanne. All right. What's coming up in love for Suzanne? Is there anyone specific coming for Suzanne? Is there anyone specific coming for Suzanne? Is there anyone specific coming for Suzanne? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Anyone specific coming for Suzanne? Suzanne. Anyone coming for Suzanne? Well, Suzanne, it feels like, I don't know if you've gotten out of something, because I have the Eight of Pentacles. Like, if you were in a relationship that was a lot of stress, a lot of, weighed really heavy on you, okay? It was a burden, okay? Is what it's showing me. And you have also the Eight of Pentacles, Six of Swords. You might have had to move away or move on from that connection, or it left you, whatever the case is. But it feels like it was kind of a long time coming. It's maybe taking you a while to kind of, release this Ten of Swords energy. It may be that you had invested a lot of time and energy into that connection, and it ended really painfully. So it kind of feels like it's been this like sort of ebbs and flows. Why the Seven of Pentacles? The card that came out for you initially was the Nine of Pentacles, and that is the single card. So it's showing maybe not right now in the near future. Five of Cups. Okay, yeah, it feels like it's taken a while, like, to kind of for you to even open up to the new lover, feel like maybe there's something still there for me, like, feels like there's been a lot of grief or a lot of loss involved with this connection, or a lot of water under the bridge with that old connection. Like, you maybe invested a lot of time and energy, like I said, and effort into it. So it feels like there was a painful ending for you. Let's clarify this Nine of Pentacles and what's coming in love for Suzanne. It's not showing anyone specific. It is showing a single energy. And I know I hate to tell you that, and it sucks. What's coming in love for Suzanne? Anything else that's coming? Because it's giving me a lot of old stuff. Suzanne. What's coming in love for Suzanne? What's coming? The Chariot. It's kind of feeling like you may have more success after a move, or with regard to some kind of travel. And it could be that, I got the Six of Swords. And so that is, again, like a moving on, a moving forward, travel, literally moving, physical locations, energy. Could be transitioning out of a job as well. But it's feeling like, here's a Six of Wands on the bottom, okay? So you've been through some bull cocky banana foo-foo shishi with the past relationship. I hope that your heart has really fully healed from that, because it's still in your energy pretty strong, and it does feel like it was a significant loss or ending. but was necessary. So it's feeling like you'll have more success either once you fully cleared from that energy, or this could very well be if you change locations or look outside of your current location where you're living. That's usually that kind of an energy, or travel. Maybe after taking a trip will clear your energy, or on a trip when you're traveling, you could meet somebody, or that you could have more luck meeting somebody who's at a distance from you, like I said, who's not in your general vicinity. It does feel like you're going to have some kind of success, though, friend. I feel like too, though, you being single and kind of focusing yourself and putting all of that energy back into yourself is what's going to turn things around for you. That Six of Wands is also like a really beautiful energy paired with the Nine of Pentacles, in my humble opinion, because it's like that energy of a glow up, like a post breakup glow up, right? It's that energy of I can do battle by myself, but I'm looking good. I'm out there in the world, like uh taking care of myself, putting on my best, like getting dressed up, going out, looking my best, like wearing my jewelry, not waiting for a special occasion, like getting, you know what I mean? Like I'm working on my health, I'm like working on my physical being, my emotional well-being, my stability. Like I'm doing things that bring me joy and bring me love, like yeah, as I'm saying, like things that I love that bring me joy. And a lot of times that attracts the new love to us. So this is that energy of, oh my God, like have you ever heard people say, like, I broke up, I got divorced or whatever. And then magically I lost 20 pounds and I decided to color my hair this color because he didn't like my hair that color. And I was like, why shouldn't I have my hair that color? I like it. Like it looks good on me. I took myself out for a spa day. I started hanging out with my girlfriends and like I took up a new hobby. And all of a sudden I looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, wow, who are you, boo? So it's giving that kind of an energy. Like you're going to start to feel more and more better and confident and put yourself out there in a way that I think is going to attract more good stuff to you. Am I seeing necessarily, though, like a specific person? Not unless they're a Cancer, and that could be. Oh my gosh, my nose. Lord. Anything else coming in love for Suzanne? If you've thought about taking a trip, there's good energy here for that for you, boo. Or moving. Anything else for Suzanne in terms of love coming? I'm here. I want to get away. I want to fly away. If you've been like having a guard up or a wall up in any capacity about dating, or you've kind of been, you may end up beating them off with the stick. Now that could be that energy too. Like you've got options coming, but you're kind of like, wait a second, I'm kind of setting particular boundaries. I know my value and my worth, and they have to bring this to the table because I know I'm contributing this amount. So it's also a little bit of that. I don't know if it's like you want to ease your expectations down a little bit or be present yourself in a way that's like I'm more open, because sometimes we can unintentionally kind of give a closed off energy, even though we say like I really want love and I really want to date and I really want to meet somebody, but then we're not going out, we're not meeting people, or we have set our expectations to a certain place or level where it's making it really challenging for us to be open. And it kind of gives, or we're very guarded because we've been hurt and that isn't really healed, and people can pick up on that energy, be like, oh, that person, like she's attractive, she's beautiful, and like she seems really cool, but I'm getting a vibe from her that she's like not really available in some way. Like people can pick up on that energetically sometimes. So it's also like the way you go out in the world and present yourself to the world and to prospective dates and people, that it needs to also show that you're open. And but I'm not saying a no, boo. In fact, I do think that you actually may end up not with the ex, but there may be someone from your past that was a soulmate connection that maybe comes back around that you reconnect with. somebody maybe you haven't spoken to for a while, someone even maybe you knew from childhood or school days or what have you. It doesn't have to be that, but Six of Cups, Two of Cups could be someone that, you have a sense of familiarity with already. That is a soulmate connection. It could be someone that you just knew socially or as a friend. Doesn't mean that you necessarily dated them in the past. It could just be like you ran in the same circles, or you had the same friends, or you went to the same school, or you belonged to the same club or same church or same organization or whatever, So it could be that there's somebody here that you end up reconnecting with, that you have already a sense of familiarity with. Okay. But I'm not saying that somebody isn't coming for you. I do believe they are. But I also think it may not be like right now. Okay. That's what I got for you, Suzanne. I hope that helped, boo. Okay. Now I'm going to do anonymous. Okay. And then Kitty, you're next, boo. So if you want to hit me, oops. Oh no, I put my candle out. Uh-oh. If you want to hit me with your question, Kitty, I got you on deck. You're on deck. And the list is still open if anyone is there and wants to get a reading. And any of my light beams, if you're a member of the channel, whether you've already gotten a question this month, you can also ask if you're there. Okay. Quick cleanse. And if you guys have to go to work or do something else, you can always send your question with the donation and I will timestamp these after, okay? Because I think a lot of you aren't actually able to be in the chat while I'm doing your readings, and that's okay. Okay. Do I want to do this one? I guess so. All right, let me get the PayPal over here. Oopsie. Okay, don't kick me out. All right, what's due to come in next for love? Next love connection for me. Okay, let's get it. Actually, let's do this deck. And I'll get you a timestamp, Anonymous. Thank you, Boo, for the 1111. Okay, 103 for Anonymous. 103 for Anonymous. Okay, let's get it. This is for Anonymous. Holy Spirit, you know who this is. So let's connect with them energetically and let me know what's coming in love for them. Alban, I haven't seen you for a hot minute. How have you been, boo? It's good to see you. Good morning to you. It's good afternoon where I am. Boa tarde. What's coming in love for Anonymous? What is coming in love for Anonymous? It's coming in love. Whew. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, King of Cups. Okay. Anonymous, you definitely have. I see something here. You maybe have made a decision recently to end a connection here. You've made a decision to like fully cut something off and end a painful cycle here. Someone that felt like a deep soulmate connection, the Lovers and Three of Cups, may have also been a friend. But a connection that at one point maybe did bring you a lot of joy. Could have been, I have Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Could have been someone a bit younger than you, doesn't have to be. But anyway, the point is I feel like making that decision to like fully end that cycle is bringing you a soulmate connection. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but you got somebody coming here. I also have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I also have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But we have also here the Four of Wands right in between the King of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles. So this is feeling like a union here between two. Definitely a soulmate connection, definitely mutual feelings and attraction. And this feels like this could be someone that you end up marrying or in a long-term relationship with, a committed relationship. Someone could be a water sign, could be an earth sign. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone, or they could have those placements in their chart. It's feeling like this is a goal that you're achieving with the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands. Like this is a goal you're achieving. Like you have, like after having ended this, it's like your sights are set solely on the real deal. Like you're not settling for anything less than this Two of Cups, right? So it's like, I feel like your eyes are set on, I want long-term. I want someone who's emotionally available, someone who's nurturing, loving, committed, and somebody that I can see myself either like living with or partnered with for the foreseeable future, right? Like I feel like you're ready for commitment with, especially after having ended whatever that long-term painful cycle was. So it's feeling like your eyes are on the prize. You're very like laser focused, and you've got somebody coming in who is like a great match. Feeling very much like this person has a very watery, warm, like ooey gooey, yummy energy, like someone you can be cozy with. It's giving cozy vibes. And maybe it's because we're moving into the fall season, but it's like, it's giving cozy. Let's like snuggle up on the couch. Let's like, we are super intertwined. It's like, it's giving me a little bit of that movie Together, and not in a gross way or a creepy way or a horrific way, but it's like we're locked at the hip. You know what I mean? We're connected deeply, especially on an emotional level, possibly like a spiritual level with that. Like we're definitely locked into each other and in love with each other. That's that green energy, is like that heart chakra energy. Like our hearts are linked, we're locked in. Even though I feel like you're bringing different personalities to the table and or different energies to the table. Like one of you may have a lot of water in their chart. One of you may have a lot of earth in their chart. Someone can also have fire in their chart, but it's feeling like you balance each other. Like you complement each other is really what I'm trying to say. You complement each other. Earth and water is a good combination. That's my favorite for anything. Like earth and water is so good together. Water needs the stabilizing energy of the earth, the grounding energy of the earth to kind of bring them to, it's like well, no, that's more heart energy, but yeah, it's like that. They balance each other. And then water also kind of waters the earth. It helps to give life to the earth element. So it's like they need each other, for that reason. Anyway, I really like this for you. Wait, where are we on your time? I like this for you. I don't even want to necessarily read more into it, but tell me more about this person. For Anonymous, tell me. Oh, too many cards. Ace of Swords wanted to come out. A whole stack of cards wanted to come out, but Ace of Swords was on top. So this person is new. Okay, brand new. And I feel like this is, again, after that energetic clearing from that Ten of Swords. Now you're starting over with the Ace of Swords. So there's clarity, there's truth, there's honesty in this connection, more of that heart chakra energy. So it's feeling like this feels like a breath of fresh air, someone who's very honest and open with you with their feelings. It could be like you have an aha moment when you meet them, like, yes, you're the one. Okay, so tell me more about this person for Anonymous. You could have, I just saw you could have an outdoor wedding. Ton of Pentacles wanted to come out. If you get married. Not everyone wants to be married, y'all. I have some of the best relationships that I know are people that have been together for like well over a decade, but never actually like legally got married, you know? So, so there's something with the here with the Five of Wands and the Empress, mother energy, also divine feminine. I don't know if you struggle a little bit with connecting with your feminine energy, whether male or female doesn't really matter. We both embody both, or we all embody both. Or if there's something here about struggling with a mother figure, female energy, this isn't what we're really asking when it comes to or maybe this person has struggled with their or had issues with their mom. We are asking about the person, right? What's the Five of Wands about? See, there's strong commitment here. So why is the Five of Wands there? You got the Emperor and the Empress, boo. So you got the masculine and the feminine. Maybe someone struggled with abundance. If you're the feminine and if you struggled with like being abundant, it could very well be that you're meeting somebody here that is the masculine that, you know, has a great job, is very stable, secure in their masculine energy. That can, you know, help you bring you to some kind of success. It could be that, you know, you end up being some kind of business partners or work together in some capacity with that energy too. Tell me why is the Five of Wands here though? Or switch it, flip it, reverse it. Yeah, I do definitely see this person being your Ten of Cups. You had Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, both wanted to come out. Yeah. And I feel like this energy, this person is bringing a very healing vibe. This is sort of what you've been wishing for. Like the person you've been wishing for, hoping for. I feel like you've got an ex around here that wasn't ever really emotionally fulfilling to you, wasn't really filling that cup. Maybe as much as they tried, whatever efforts they made weren't really satisfactory to you. Okay. Or, you know, they couldn't make you an offer that was like what you really needed. And it's feeling like the offer that this new person, again, could have water in their chart, what offer they're making to you is what it is that you really needed. You know, this X energy with the King of Swords, which for me as a reader is an X. And I did see also the Queen of Swords. So, and that person's still kind of a little bit lingering. It's like that person couldn't really fill your cup. Like whatever their offer wasn't satisfying you. Could have had Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in their chart, but again, I'm feeling more of that. And it's feeling like you've got somebody here who's making you the offer of your dreams, the one that you really needed, right? That you've been dreaming about. Distance maybe has been an issue for you too. In the past with someone. I don't want to read too much about the past. But yeah, that's what I got for you, boo. I hope that helps. But yeah, it looks like you definitely have a strong soulmate connection common here. A good one. Thank you, Anonymous. Okay, Miss Kitty, are you there? Miss Kitty, are you there, boo? Let's see. Who's there? Miss Kitty, you're there. You're up. I have let's see. We did Suzanne, we did LZ Fan 99, we did Angel Reigns, we did Anonymous. I don't see any others come through, but the list is open if you want to get on the list, my lovely people. Let me see just in case. And if any of my late beans are out there, you guys get your free questions still. Kitty, you had a love. You wanted to know about love. So yeah, this is why you guys, when you give the donation, please, 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 even if you're going to leave and come back or you think it's going to take a while, please, please always put your question with the donation. Always put your question with the donation. If you do like a super sticker or something, put your question in the chat when you do the super sticker, because I don't have any other way to know what your question is. And if you leave and then I don't have your question and I get to you, then it holds the line up. So, all right, Kitty. How you doing, everybody? Let's see. Trying to see if I should do like a little collective or something while I'm waiting for Kitty. I am available. And you guys, you can always book a personal reading with me on MyTaropist.com. So if you go to MyTaropist.com, it has all of my readings. And I have recently redone all of that. So the offerings should be a little bit easier to follow, to understand, and to choose. And I've changed some of the pricing as well for some of them. And I also have right now going on my fall reset special, which I'm really, really stoked about. I've worked really hard on it. It's a great, you can choose from this. So you can choose either the fall reset spread, which is intended to help you to get into realignment and refocus your energy from now until the end of the year on the things that really matter. So you want to close this year out strong. If you're feeling a little bit unclear, unsure about what you should be focused on or the direction you're heading, and you really want some clarity around that and what you can release right now and where your energy should go, it's perfect for that. If you want to come and bring 4 questions, you can choose that option instead. So you can choose your own 4 questions and I'll create a spread around your 4 questions. So you can do either one. There's 2 options. I have a few Zooms left. My nose is so itchy. I have just a few Zooms left. So if you want to do one-on-one Zoom with me, what? I've had people request that. I do have it as an option within my therapist session, which is my signature spread, but it's a little bit inaccessible for some people. This is at a much more accessible price point, which is on sale right now until the end of September. So you can choose the Zoom. There's a few left. I'm only doing limited number of Zooms. And then there's also the recorded option if our time zones don't match at all, or you would just prefer the recorded instead. You're a little shy. That's okay. I got you, boo. You can do the recorded version, and you can add on the soul work guide, which is wonderful as a companion piece. I designed it specifically for the fall reset reading. But even if you don't get the reading, you can still utilize that soul work guide on your own. It has journal prompts, it has affirmations, all kinds of good stuff to really help you integrate the messages from the reading, or just on your own time to reflect and realign and reset. Reflect, realign, reset. That's what it's all about. So check it out. I see you in the chat. So Newbie Me over here got the fall reset special and says they recommended. I wish I could pin that up here, but I can't. You did it, and it's helping you to stay motivated with clarity. Yay, boo, yay. I love it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so glad. we had a great time. I loved meeting Newbie Me. Like it was really, really such a pleasure. And it's been a minute since I've done the one-on-ones, like live in person, seeing your face. Although I didn't see your face, her camera wasn't working, but we did it anyway. She has a gorgeous voice. Like, oh my god, I really want that voice. I'm gonna bottle it up and be like Ariel and wear it around my neck and oh. I want to steal that voice. No, it's wonderful. So we had a really, really good time, and I really love doing those sessions. So yeah, if you guys want to jump on that special, do it. Also, if you book any reading on my website, mytherapist.com, in the month of September, you can also 5% of all proceeds are going towards, because it is National Suicide Prevention Month. So if you if you book in September, 5% of all the proceeds are going towards charitable organizations that are working to decrease suicide rates. So yeah. So that's all. I'm buying some time here while I'm waiting to see if Kitty comes back. Newbie Me, you want to ask a question? Or Alban? I don't know. I'm waiting for, this is why I say please leave your question. I may just hit Kitty with a one in a love reading. I may just hit you with a what's coming in love, but I don't know if that's your situation. Maybe you're dating somebody and you want to know if you're gonna stay together, what is going on with your person, or whatevs. All right, throw me a question, maybe me. I'll give you one bonus one because you so generously donated recently. So I'll give you one and count it towards the donation you gave already. So why is your ex in your energy still? Whew. Whew. Oh man, you got to give me a hard one. No, I'm just playing. Okay, is he trying to come back? And if so, why? Okay. I see. Okay, good question. No, it's a good question. It's a wonderful question. Kitty, please do hit me with your questions. All right, let's go. Oh, let me add you on here too, Newbie Me. $123.10. Okay. Why is Newbie Me's ex still in her energy? Why is Newbie Me's ex still in her energy? Why is Newbie Me's ex still in her energy? Ooh. Okay. Well, you got the Three of Swords, boo. I don't think he's trying to come back. I think he's still there because you did have a very strong bond and connection with him. Like it was a soulmate connection at some point. Like he was in your life for a reason. And with it being the Lovers and not the Two of Cups, it was a strong bond. Even if it wasn't healthy, there was a very strong tie there, like a soul tie between the two of you. And it could be, because you had family together, like, there's still a bond there energetically that even though this has definitely ended painfully, the connection doesn't appear to have like fully been broken. It's done. And somebody's moved on, and there's definitely, like, healing that's happening right now, which I really like, and I don't think that there's any offer that he would try to give you that you would wanna accept or take, okay? Even if he tried, which I don't even actually see him trying. I just think it's the energy. It's just feeling like that soul connection is still sort of there. In fact, I don't know if somebody's already moved on to something new here as well. Um, he may be entertaining or at least having a sexual connection with somebody else. There could be another person that he's hooked up with, maybe somebody younger. So what can Newbie Me do to break this connection? It feels, actually, to be honest with you, like, I know we didn't really read this when we did your reading, but it feels different. It feels like you've been doing more in terms of healing, cleansing, clearing it, right? So, it feels less strong, if that makes sense. His energy feels not as strong as before. And maybe that's also because maybe he has something new. Um, there may be still a conversation though that the two of you have yet to have regarding some kind of money, like money or savings that somebody has, assets that have been accumulated throughout the connection. Um, it also feels too, because of, again, the time invested, energy invested and put into it, that there's still that. Um, Let me see. Wait, let me go back to my original question. It may be, oh, I did ask, like, what could you do to break that? It could be having some conversation around something tangible. It may be also something in the 3D that you need to clear. So not necessarily the energy or the on a spiritual in the spiritual way, because it feels like you're doing that healing already. Or emotionally you're still connected. It's feeling like there may be something practical that you need to have a conversation about and settle, if that makes sense, like before that will enable you to move on. Like if he created or caused some kind of injury there, um there's still like that feeling of there's water under the bridge, there's loose ends to tie up, there's unfinished business. And let me clarify that 7 of Pentacles. Something that you built together, or investments, or tell me more about the 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, yeah. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember this part. Is there anything to do with a house or moving? Is somebody trying to keep a house and not have to move? It's something about a house. But also, yeah, I feel like there's some kind of unfinished business with regard to like a fight, a battle that you have regarding like assets. It could be money, assets, but I'm getting something here about a house. I don't know if you guys are fighting over a house. I can't remember. Somebody left, but it's like they're still fighting over it. He did quite a bit of unfinished stuff financially, a home he damaged. Yeah, I remember that there was something to do with money. I have a house that he damaged and didn't fix. Okay. So that could very well be it. It may be, let me see. Hold on. Let me clarify this real quick. Tell me more about this house situation. Was there fire involved? Or either breaking something or fire. Tell me more about the 7 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Someone's trying to be sneaky, I feel like, and get away with something. And I feel like I remember the Knight of Swords came out also in your reading with regard to the situation with him. So it's like I feel like somebody needs to stand up for themselves, tell the truth, have a truthful, open, honest, direct conversation, and not back down. Tell me more about this. I think this is going to be resolved. You're going to get closure on this. And I feel like you're going to come out the winner. Like either he's going to pay up and give you the money that he owes you, or yeah, this is coming to a close. You're getting closure and there's an ending coming to this. And I feel like you're going to end up either getting some kind of payout, or he's going to give you something that, there's going to be some kind of a settlement. But it's going to be a fight, and it's like, the truth is going to be revealed. So I don't know if you've kept records of everything. I assume you have an attorney that you're working with who's great and sharp and all the things, but it feels like the truth is going to prevail. You got that Nine of Swords before, like there's some kind of open, honest conversation, but this feels like the way he's wielding the sword, like it's a battle, like there's a bit of a fight, and he may end up backing down and giving you what you are owed and what to do you at the end of the day. It may take some time, but I do feel like you standing your ground and, standing up for yourself. I'm going to clarify that Six of Swords, though. I don't know if you're going to end up moving. I don't know if you're going to end up keeping the house. If you're still in it, you may end up moving, or somebody already did. Water, and he broke the AC. Okay. Clarify the Six of Swords, but also with that Six of Swords, it's also one energy. It comes after the Five of Swords, which is showing up here for you. So it's feeling like there will be a transition. You'll be able to move on. This battle is not going to go on and on and on forever. Eventually, you will move on. You'll get peace. Tell me more about that Six of Swords. Yeah, I see this as stressing you out. And it's been quite a bit of a struggle here. But I really do think that you're going to get justice. The truth is going to come out. I don't know if also your kids or any of your children are able to help, tell the truth or give their piece. But it feels like you're in the right, obviously. You keep showing up as being in the right. And there's some kind of truth and justice. I feel it's going to come for you. Things are going to eventually move forward in your favor, particularly legally. Okay. So I think the the main reason he's still in your energy is not to come back. It's because you have all of this unfinished business in the 3D to work out. But it feels very much like once that's settled, first of all, I keep getting it's going to be in your favor. But then once it's settled, you'll be able to move on free and clear, and it won't be so badly in your energy. I feel like the healing's already happening inside of you. It's all the external stuff. This is all external 3D energy, right? That's going on around you, the circumstances. You lost rents. I don't know if you're going to end up moving with the energy I saw, if you're going to end up giving up the house, but it does, and I don't know if that's even on the table, but it does feel like you are going to get some kind of justice and settlement from him. Okay. So maybe he'll I'm not this is just Jess. I'm not putting, I'm not digging too much more into it, but like, at least not right now. But it feels like it could be something like you get a payout, like money, particular sum of money or something, but you end up moving out of the house. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, like he could buy you out of the house. That makes sense. It feels like there's a leaving the house. I'm not gonna lie. Like with the Four of Wands ending up with the Six of Swords, it doesn't feel like an energy of defeat though. It just feels like, you know what? Let's just settle this. You give me my fair share. But it does feel like the truth is gonna prevail. I don't think he's gonna get away with everything that he's done. He has karma coming to him for sure. Let's see. Yeah, boo. That's what I got for you. The 5 years makes sense. You get a lot of fives. Hey, Greg K. I'm sorry, boo. That just sucks. I really feel like he's not gonna get away with it because it really feels so much like the truth is gonna prevail for you. Truth and justice will prevail for you. But yeah, it could end up being like a buyout. That totally makes sense with the cards I was seeing. Do keep me posted on that because that man is a piece of work. At least it's not like he's trying to get back with you that I can see. Greg K. I've been on for how long have I been on? Oh, for an hour 37 minutes and some change. I'm taking payments. It's in the description. So I'm doing PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, Venmo, all the things. You're so welcome, Bill. It's so good to see you on here. I hope you're well, man. I saw your thank you so much for your testimonial. I added it to the website. So I really, really appreciate it. I may use it on some stuff to try to see if anybody else wants this beautiful offering. I really think it's a great offering. So I'm glad you really enjoyed it. Next time I'll see your face. I'll see your lovely face. I'm trying to see if Kitty's up around here somewhere. I'm gonna like end up not taking questions if people don't leave their question. Taking donations if people don't leave their question, man. It's terrible. Cause then it's a lot of dead air. Is anybody out there want to chitty chat? Let's see. I have about 30 minutes or so left to be on before I have to jump off for a call. So I'll be right back, y'all, because okay. You got a question about the Azores. Okay, so Azores, the best place to visit, I mean, all the islands are different. You know, there's nine islands in the Azores. The largest is San Miguel, and So it depends on what you're looking for and what you want. Um, and they all have something different to offer. So the largest is San Miguel. It is the most populated and the largest of the islands. So you'll find the most activities if you're probably like the most hiking trails and also things to do. But also depends on the time of year you come. Um, there's a lot there's a lot of a variety of kind of things to do in San Miguel, but it gets the most crowded during the busy season. And that can make it a little trickier trying to schedule things, get dinner reservations, find places like getting places that are tourist spots getting super overcrowded. It kind of sucks for us who live here because like you go through all of the stuff to live here. There's literally nothing on my nose. It's just itchy. Um, you go through all of the stuff to live here and then you wait all year till summertime to like enjoy, particularly like the busy season is July through October, but really July through September is the biggest season. July and August are the busiest. So I would recommend trying to come off season, but not when it's too not when it's the weather is too terrible. The rainy season, the rainiest, because it rains all the time. The rainiest season for San Miguel is October through February. But in the winter, like around Christmas time, it's really beautiful, lots of decoration. So that's San Miguel. The other islands that are a lot of fun, like Tercera had a U.S. Base. I don't know if it's an army base, naval base, Air Force Base. I think it might have been a naval base there. So there's a lot of also a lot of immigration that's happened in Tercera. A lot of Americans that have lived there and left or still live there. And there's also a lot more like social activities there. Like if you like nightlife and that kind of thing, it's more of nightlife stuff. And then if you want to be able to explore multiple islands, easily and have them to be easily accessible, then Pico, Fayal, and São Jorge is great. If you stay at any one of those three, then you can ferry to the others really quick, fast, easy peasy lemon squeezy. They have multiple ferries that run. I think that you get more ferry action during the summertime, but you can easily ferry between those islands. So one is like if you stay on one, you can go and visit the other two without having to go on a plane, which is a big bonus here because our airports are very small and there aren't a lot of flights between the islands. So to be able to access others like by ferry is a really nice bonus. Pico is known as a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its vineyards. They're the most unique vineyards in the world because they are built in the basalt stones. Pico is where my mom's family comes from, and it has the mountain Montaña de Pico, which is essentially a volcano, and you can climb Mount Pico. It has also good hiking there, a little different terrain. It's more rocky than San Miguel, which is like very lush and green. It gets colder there in the winter. The more westward you get with the islands, the colder they get and more rainy sometimes, but colder for sure. So that's something to keep in mind. Fayal is really tiny, but it has great views of like Pico, Montaña de Pico from there. Pico is great for like wine tasting aguardent and like locally made liqueurs that's known for that. But you have to be careful that you go during a time of year when those places are open because they do close down. A lot of stuff closes in the winter time, like the later winter months, like January especially. A lot of stuff is closed down. So you have to kind of be careful about that. Just check before you go. And then São Jorge is really beautiful. Also great for like natural pools in the summertime there. If you want kind of that lush rainy, beautiful, like island vibe that's also more secluded and chill, that's a good place for that. It's known for its cheese. All the islands are known for their cheese and milk products, but Queijo São Jorge is very famous in Azores. And Corvo is not a lot going on there, but if you want to hit all of them, it's worth visiting just to hit all of them. I don't know really anything about Graciosa except the tart from there, which is too sweet for me. I don't really care for it. So I don't really know much about Graciosa and I haven't been there. And then Santa Maria is has a desert and the beach sand is different there. It's like a regular, like a not regular, I don't want to say regular, but the beach sand in the other islands is like dark. It's like gray, like because it's the volcanic rock. So the beach sand is like a tan, like a sand color in Santa Maria, which is different. And they also have a desert on that island. It's drier there. So I think I hit all the islands there. Oh, no. Oh, Flourish. Flourish is also, it's the one that looks most like Jurassic Park, and the big waterfalls is what you see there, but it's also smaller. So it's also like the one, if you really want to just enjoy nature and quiet and peace and not people, São Jorge and Flourish probably. But if you want activity and lots of stuff to do, San Miguel and Terceira, maybe Pico, depending on the time of year. If you like wine and you just want to eat and drink, go to Pico. So this depends. Okay, what are you saying? You like the outdoors, you wanted to visit in October. Okay. You're thinking a cruise, but do they have retreat places there? So São Jorge, so it looks like that. If you go to São Jorge again, you can easily ferry to Pico and Fayal. It does get really wet there, and you have to be careful with the roads like certain times of year. But if you want tranquility, peace, and quiet, it could be good. It also is a great place for the natural pools, but that's more of a summer thing. And Pico has good natural pools. A lot of them islands have good natural pools. And natural pools just means it's like literally like a pool in the ocean, right? Like where you can go swimming in the ocean, but it's not a beach. You know what I mean? They're all great for outdoors, you know. They all have like hiking trails and nature and stuff like that. So, the thing with the cruises, my recommendation would be if you take a cruise here, because what I've noticed with the cruises is a lot of the people who go on the cruises to come here don't get a real authentic experience of the islands because they get dropped off. They give them these like pineapple drinks that are like pina coladas that are not pineapples that are native to here. Because one thing is things that are native to here. One of them is there's a specific pineapple from the Azores. It's grown in San Miguel, and the ones they give the people, and it's very specific only to these islands. And the people that come here and go on the cruise ship and they get these like big overly sweet pina colada drinks and try to give them this inauthentic experience of what it's like here, I really hate that, because people come and then they think they've had this experience of the island and it's all fake, it's all show, it's all performative. So if you take a cruise here, which you can, there are cruise ships that come to the Azores, like, and I do believe they also have ports and stop in like Pico, Fayal, São Jorge too. Like, just make sure that you try to see if you can get off the boat and do your own thing and go beyond like the port city and that they drop you off at, and try to explore more outside of that. That's all. I can give you tips if you do that. Okay, Greg. Thank you, boo. So retreat places, I'll get you, Greg. Retreat places, yeah, like what kind of retreat? There are, yeah, they do have in Azorsh, but not as much as you would think. If what you're saying about retreat is what I'm thinking you're saying about a retreat, um, like if you're talking about, like if you're saying, like if you do mean retreat or like a spa, like do you want to have like a spa experience? Oh, meditation and wellness. Yeah, they have some places like that. They do have more now at some of the hotels, mostly in hotels. There's like I know of one AL here in San Miguel that's a that also does retreats. I'd have to look up their information and I can send it to you. But more of the hotels are starting to incorporate services that are like, you know, meditation, water therapy, yoga, lots more yoga happening here than there used to be, a lot more of that kind of stuff. So if you are coming and you're curious, I can point you in the right direction. Send me an email and I can give you some recommendations of some places. But that's more of that because they cater to like a certain clientele that's uh not the local clientele. So you find that more in like hotels and like I said, some people that are immigrants that have moved here and started businesses like that. You would think there would be more, but there's not a lot of money to be made here in any entrepreneurial endeavor for the most part. So like because it's locals don't do that kind of stuff typically. So it has to be tourists and that only lives during tourist season for, you know, the most part. But what's wonderful is in San Miguel we have natural hot springs. So there's, you know, soaking in the hot springs is really lovely. It's a really great thing. So maybe I need to start that business here. I just need the capital for that. But yeah. Anyways, I hope that helped answer your questions. I'm always happy to answer more questions. All right, Greg K. Let me check you out, boo. Dun, dun, dun. There's like what you're saying. I went to a wonderful experience, Newbie Me, in the month of June, which can be a bit rainy off and on. The weather is a little spotty. It's the beginning of summer and it's still kind of coming off the rainier part of the year. It always rains off and on in the Azores. But it was for the every Sunday in the month of June. It was called Four Elements. So there's and each Sunday there was a different. It was focused on a different element, and we did all kinds of really cool stuff. Like I didn't go to all of them, but there was a cacao ceremony, and one there was like meditation, there was water therapy, all kinds of really cool stuff. Yeah. So depending on what kind of experience you want to have here, you have to kind of like curate it for yourself because there's a little bit of anything. Like maybe I should start a business doing that. Anyways, all right, Greg, I'm gonna hit you up. Kitty, are you there, my friend? Where are you at? Does the chick I get coffee from like the Gregors? You crack me up, boo. Hey, Nixie. Oh my goodness. Long time no see in the titty chat. How you doing? Thank you, Greg K. Let me see which deck do I want to use. I'm feeling this one, I guess. It's not typical for me. No, not that one, actually. We'll do this one. I mean, not typical for me to do on love readings, but. All right, let me get you a timestamp. Kitty, are you there? I need your questions, boo. I'm going to miss you. I don't know if you heard me, but you were really quick. You were not far along. You came in here early enough so that I had came in early enough that you were actually pretty high up on the list, boo. I got to you quick, but then I didn't have any questions. Yes, yes, ma'am. The list is still open. Kitty, I'm killing some time before I have to hop on a call. So I'm so glad to see you. Okay, Greg K, let me get you a time. 1:55:11. Okay, does the barista like Greg? This is for Greg. This is for Greg. Let's see. Hold on one second. Okay. And Kitty, if you're there, leave me your questions, my friend. I don't want to miss you. Otherwise, I'll just have to count it as a donation and add you to the list on the next one. I want to answer your question. All right, Greg stirs. Does the barista like Greg? Does the barista like Greg? Greg, Greg. And the barista. It sounds like a story. The barista doesn't really. Well, there's a couple things that I feel is going on here. First of all, I think the barista doesn't really want anything with anybody, for one. For two, it may be that they're kind of guarded while they're at work. Like they're recognizing they're kind of being watched, or they're kind of like, I'm working here, so I have my professional guard up. I'm putting up a professional front. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Does the barista like Greg? What's the feelings there? No, Greg, I'm sorry, boo. You know I got to tell you what I see when I see it. The barista doesn't want anything. I told you. That barista, I don't know if the barista has kids. If they're a mom, doesn't have to be. But the barista is not interested. The barista has a very professional guard up when they're at work, and they're not interested in any kind of love or any kind of offer. I'm sorry, boo. That's a hard no on that one. I wouldn't invest any more into that or try to. I don't think anything that you do is going to break that barrier, to be real with you. Sorry. That was a really quick no. I'm sorry. Do you have another question? That was fast, but that was a hard no on that. Definitely feel like either they're being watched, like they're aware of like their manager watching them or something. They have a very professional, like, no, I'm at work, I'm working, I'm not interested vibe going on. You know what I mean? 8 of Pentacles to the 7 of Wands. And yeah, that's the Ace of Cups in reverse. That's definitely no. So it's worth a try. It's worth asking. I mean, you know what I mean? You just never know. Just an FYI, don't hit on the wait staff. Remember that their job may depend on being nice to you. That's true. No judgment. Just think of it from their perspective. Yeah, to be fair, like I've been in that position when I worked, like when I was in college, I worked a lot of retail kind of jobs and, jobs where I had to interface with the public, and you get hit on a lot, and it's a very uncomfortable position to be in. I recall that time of my life, and it's hard because you're dealing with so many different personalities, and you have to try to be nice to everybody, even if they're being a dick to you, you got to still try to be nice because your job's there. And a lot of times your manager or supervisor or somebody is hovering around. So you're also, and I'm saying that because that's what I saw too with the cards here, not just because of my experience, but now that Nixie said it, it does make me reflect on my experience. Because yeah, sometimes you are kind of, it puts you in a weird place. It puts you in an uncomfortable situation, you know. But it's definitely worth asking. Yeah, that's the thing. Like Nixie said, like she thought if they make a move on you, and if they're like, then that's totally different story. Like if they put the moves on you, like if you smile at them, you're friendly, you're nice, you're warm, but not flirty, but just like, you know, friendly, warm, nice. If they kind of are like, then that's a different thing. If they initiate, that's what I mean, if they initiate. But even then, a lot of times we have rules, or you know, when I did that kind of work of like, you can't fraternize with the customers or clients, you know. So okay, is the property that Greg is looking at a good investment? Greg, Greg, is the property that Greg is looking at a good investment? Depends on the place of business, you know. Now, if it's the owner of the place, woo, Greg. Wow, dude. No, I think there's something wrong with that property. I see you looking. Keep looking is what it's saying. That was a 10 of swords, so no. It's saying keep looking, 3 of wands, the 7 of cups. It's feeling like definitely, yeah, keep looking, exploring other options. I don't know if you're looking online. Keep looking. It just feels like that particular one, there may be something wrong with it that you're not seeing right now. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it's like a money trap kind of a, or what is it called? Money pit kind of a situation. I think you're going to find something. The Emperor of 4 of Wands. I don't know if it's a business that you're looking at, like a property that could be a business investment for you. But I think you're going to find something that you will eventually have success. Just keep looking. That one looks like there's something wrong with it. I don't know if it has damage or, you know. Gosh, great. That was really fast on both of those, but it was very clear on both ends. But I do think you're going to find something successful, or you'll have success in finding something eventually. Keep looking though. Keep fishing and keep for the misses. I heard for the misses. Keep fishing for the misses and keep looking for the building or the property. Okay. I'm looking still for Kitty. You're welcome. That was so fast, but like, why belabor it when it's a hard no? You know, Ace of Cups reversed on a love question, and Ten of Swords on a other question was like, nope and nope, nope and nope. But easy peasy lemon squeezy. The good news is that it does look like there's going to be some success. Just keep looking, putting those feelers out there. What kind of property is it? Like, is it for like to move to or for business? It looked like business, but or an investment or something. Nixie, did you have a question, boo? I'm still looking for Kitty. I don't know what's happening, but to rent to others. Yeah, so an investment property. That's what I felt like it was. That's not a bad idea. PP? Okay. Okay. Gosh, I'm hungry, y'all. That yogurt just went right through me, apparently. I just was fasting for a couple days and just ended it. Thank you, Nixie, for that, boo. Just ended the fast. Okay. What will happen if I really dig in and try to get audiobook work? Oh, interesting question. Well, I ate just before I came on, but I guess, like I said, I guess it just wasn't enough. You know, not enough. Oh, man. All right, Miss Katie Boo, if I don't get your questions, my dear one, because I've been waiting for you for a hot minute, man. If I don't get your question, then I'm gonna just take it your donation as a donation, and we'll get you on the next one, okay? And I'm sorry, but I've been calling your name for a hot minute, for a long time, boo. I've been trying to find you. Y'all, please do put your question with the donation always. Even if you do super sticker, drop it in the chat. Because I don't want to miss anybody. All right, Nixie. Oh, let me give you a timestamp and stuff. 2:07. All right, Nixie. Appreciate you. All right, what will happen? What's the predictive outcome based on this current energy if Nixie really digs in to try and get audiobook work? What's the predictive outcome for Nixie regarding audiobook work? Aw, thank you, Boo. You the best. Are you putting up any more kitty videos? Y'all give Coyote Bird Tarot a follow and a holla. Especially if you like kitty content, for at least for right now. Oh, thank you, Boo. All right, Nixie. What's the predictive outcome if Nixie really buckles in? Oh, well, you got the star. Are you going to be famous? A famous audiobooker? Aquarius energy. Let me see. Tell me more. Wish fulfillment. What will happen if Nixie really buckles down? Ooh. The heck is happening here? So it may be kind of something. I don't know if this is a different message trying to come through. You had the Eight of Cups, though, on the bottom, and you had the King of Wands underneath that. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? I don't know if there's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy around you, because now you also have here the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So I don't know. It may be a little bit of a struggle. There may be some competition. And I don't know. I have the Tower and the Ace of Cups reversed for you, too. I mean, for you too, being that Ace of Cups reverse, I don't usually get the Ace of Cups reverse, so that's really weird. Why the Tower and the Ace of Cups reverse? I see. Okay. You may have recently had some Tower moments that gave you this sort of awakening or aha moment or help you to see something clearly from a different perspective. It could be that you've been unhappy or offers or opportunities that you've been having are not fulfilling to you in some way. I really feel like it's saying it's worth a shot. It's worth a try here. Um to get out of your head about it, stop thinking about it and just take action on it. But it does feel like there will be a lot of competition. Like it's gonna like when you're saying really buckle down and put in the work, yeah, it's gonna be that. But the overall energy was the star. Let me clarify the star. Feels like you've been really wrestling with a lot of stuff internally. Like you've been going through a bit of a dark night of the soul here. Um, maybe I don't know, this is kind of going in a different direction, but it's feeling like you've been wrestling with a lot of stuff internally, like deep stuff, deep, going down, digging into the deep recesses of the soul here. Okay. And there's been some stuff that's maybe been unearthed that's caused some pain and some sorrow, and maybe in the midst of that heartache, maybe in the midst of that you've had some kind of an awakening here, about things that aren't really bringing you joy, are opportunities that have been missed, things that haven't really brought you a sense of emotional fulfillment. I don't know. I see a lot of healing with that star energy. So maybe even just going through the process, like getting out of your head about it and taking action on it, will help sort of facilitate some kind of healing vibe. But it does look like it's going to be a lot of, competition there, that you may have to battle against. But again, overall energy was the star, which is beautiful energy. So there may be something about this that's sort of healing for you. There's a lot of throat chakra energy I'm sensing too with the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Maybe it'll help you to find your proverbial voice, so to speak. Trying to lend your voice to certain projects and whatnot. Maybe again, just the action of stop, no longer just thinking about something and just doing it, will bring some sort of clarity and healing to you, or help lead you on a path towards, your purpose and what you're meant to do in this season. So it feels like it won't be a bad exercise, but it does feel like you're going through a lot of stuff right now and having some deep awakenings, but also wrestling with a lot deep down. I'm going to clarify the star, and I'm going to clarify that Queen of Wands just to double check on it. Oh, yeah, you did tell me about that. Oh, yeah. What's funny about that is that reminds me of like my one and only time of trying like a psychedelic experience. It reminded me of that. It definitely was a massive ego death and took me down a very interesting rabbit trail into the recesses to confront my shadow and all that. All right, so Nixie, I can laugh about it now, but it was a little scary at the time. All right, clarify the star. It may take a while to make money, like for it to be profitable and to find success with it. But again, I feel like there's something about the experience that will be emotionally healing for you. I don't know why, but I feel like that it will be. I don't tell me what about the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. Yeah, I definitely see it being a competitive environment there. If you do it, um be careful of like doing it the right way or legally or something like that. Like make sure that anything that you do or contracts you sign are on the up and up and that kind of thing. Um I don't know if there's a way for you to get an agent or something like that to make it official. It may be better for you to go that route. Um it does feel highly competitive though. I'm not going to lie about that, but But I think there's something that in it that would benefit you. I also have the Lovers here, Gemini energy. I'm being honest. Who is this? What's going on here? I think you're going to get a new job. And I don't know if it's this or something else. But I do think you're going to get a new job. Hold on. The Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Fool. That's going to actually bring some financial stability in. It could be something online or something that's not like a local thing. Like maybe you do it online or it's a business that's at a distance from you for some reason. She also have the Sun and the High Priestess. I don't know if you see this coming. But yeah, I feel like I don't know if it'll be like more than one offer and you leave one thing to go towards the new one, or like say you start pursuing this with the audiobooks and you do that for a while, but then you finally get an offer opportunity for something that's more stable and you take it because that's what you really want. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get something else that's going to something I don't know something else, but there's something that's feeling like it's going to come in for you that's going to make you really happy. Like things are going to start moving in your favor, and there's some wish fulfillment here coming that I feel like it looks like an offer opportunity here for a job. So you may be like juggling a couple things, or maybe more than one opportunity will come in, and you'll leave one to go towards the other. So if you start this, it may give you like something to do in the meantime, in between time until that other thing comes. Because I don't know if this is necessarily um the audiobook thing. This is with all of this pentacle energy, it's feeling like something that's stable, you know, especially with that Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Like this feels like something stable, steady work that's gonna help, you know, bring some financial increase coming in. Okay. So it's not really saying don't do it. It's just saying it could take a while to make money and that it's highly competitive. But it is feeling like it could also be something that's part of this healing journey in a way for you. Maybe give you some confidence or, you know, with your voice or that skill. You know what I mean? So Fandamtastic. I can like hear you saying. Yes, I know. I know, man. I'm right there with you. Uh, it's coming. It's coming for all of us, man. Psychedelics can be entertaining, but boy, can they give you introspection. Yeah. It wasn't even entertaining for me. Okay. One and done. I'm like, I don't think I ever want to do that again. I don't get these people who are like, oh, I really want to go do ayahuasca. Like people who enjoy psychedelics, I don't understand. I can't relate because I don't like to feel not in control of my faculties. And that's one thing I realized is like, oh, this really takes away all control. Well, I guess we're just going to have to ride this right because if you resist, you feel really not well. You know, so you just have to lean into it. Wherever we're going, we're going. All right. I don't like that feeling. I want to steer. I'm the captain now. I want to steer my own ship. I'm a Cancer. You know, we drive the chariot. I do not want anything or anyone else to drive that chariot. Okay, listen. Oh, you do? Oh man. Some people do that. I like there are people who regularly and enjoy that, and I'm just like, microdosing. I can understand, you know, but I can understand the benefits with that. And there are a lot of benefits with that. But the like full trip, oh no. No, 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 no. Yeah, you too, Newbie Me. Like those people who are like, let me level it up. Let me go to do an ayahuasca journey. I'm like, and then I one time watched like a documentary about ayahuasca, and I'm watching these people vomiting into buckets, and I'm just like, absolutely not. These are two things that Jess hates: vomiting and feeling out of control of my faculties. Like, that sounds like a nightmare. I do not, no, no. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam. I like at all. I'm so like, it's so interesting though, because some people have like the best experiences and they're like, oh, it's the best thing, so wonderful, like I just, they love it, and I'm like, I wish I could be you, but I'm not. It's like morning people. I wish I could be you, but I'm not. Getting up at 4 a.m., going for a run. Like, no, I wish I could be you, but I'm not. It's got horrible side effects. Yeah. Wouldn't mind trying ayahuasca with a guide for sure, but not real interested in that part, right? Yeah. No, I'm not judging. I'm just saying for me, it doesn't work. I don't judge any, like, people do what they want to do. It's their body and their mind and their life. And I'm like, I'm saying, I'm like, people that enjoy it, they really enjoy it. And I'm like, that's so cool. Different strokes, man. Like I said, some people like to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go for a run. That is not me. That's not me, but I bet it feels good to those people who like it, exactly the same to me. It's the same thing, just different, in a different way, different capacity. Um, it scared you too much. Yeah. It was really scary to me too. Um, but what helped me through is like I found, because I was alone, I wasn't with anybody. Maybe that makes a big difference, but I found like some I think it was YouTube channels that specifically like are for you going through that experience, and that helped me to get out the not like to get rid of the nausea, because it can, it was helpful to kind of just, okay, I'm just gonna go with this weird swirly whirly stuff happening on the screen and whatever. I'm just gonna like, I think I watched also like a stand-up comic or something like that. Yeah. And that also kind of helped, although then the comedy kind of took me on another journey. And then that's when it really started to get weird, because then I went back into my childhood and all this stuff started to come up for me. And so, but for a while it helped just to have something to focus on, like to put my focus on. Yeah. Yes, with drinking too. Oh yeah, yeah. Um, one drink a month. See, my only thing with drinking is I love wine. I'm not into drinking for the sake of drinking. I love, adore the taste of wine. And maybe it's because my family is from Pico, and Pico is a wine island. They're known for that. So I don't know if I had like ancestors who had vineyards or something, and it's like in my blood, but I do have a cousin who's a sommelier. But yeah, I really do love wine. Oh, you miss beer and mead. Oh yeah, you were talking about the homemade mead. It sounded good. I want to try. I've never had homemade mead. I've had like I visited some people that had like, oh, I've had many times, like not many times, but I've had homemade like moonshine, or here on the islands aguardente is really popular. Um and then I've had, which is literally called like firewater. It's like a locally made, sort of like a moonshine kind of thing. And then there's I've had, oh, like homemade tequila when I went to Mexico. Um, but yeah, I always like the homemade stuff. I used to homebrew uh kombucha, but that's not, I wasn't alcoholic really. I mean, it has a tiny bit, but hey, Jay. Yeah, we're just chitty chatting. I can take one more. You'll be the last one. I'm waiting for to hop on a call, but I can probably sneak you in if you do it right now. So go on ahead. I was waiting for Kitty, but she never came back. So no, you're good. We're just chitty chatting, just hanging out. This is fun. I should do this more often. Come on and early and just hang out with you guys. It's fun. When you're one drink a month, Newbie Me, what do you go for? What's your go-to? Is it you can't drink because of you're like taking medication and supplements and things? Should you consider moving or should you wait? Okay. It's by donation, Boo. Did you happen to send one? I'm gonna check and see. All the info is in the description. It's PayPal, Super Chat, Cash App, or Venmo, whichever. Everything, all the payment options are available. But I'm only doing donation questions. Unless you're a member of the channel, then it's free. So I love your question though. And if you did send, let me know because maybe I missed it. Oh, you like white wine? Okay, girl. Okay. I got Venmo open, Boo. And then I'll timestamp these later, you guys, for the people who I wrote down your all's timestamps. So I'm trying to figure out which deck I want to use for your question. Maybe that one, yeah. White wine. I prefer red wine as my favorite, but white wine is nice like with lunch because I live in Europe, okay? They drink a lot of wine and beer here in Azores. But Portugal in general is very much beer and wine. So, and here in San Miguel, gin. Oh, well, actually, all the islands, I think gin is also fairly popular. Well, in Pico, again, it's more the liqueurs, the aguardents. So, okay. But I like cold white wine in like the summer. But then, okay, I feel lost and sad when I overdrink. Oh, okay. So it's like, yeah, so it okay, I get you. I feel you. It gets you in your feels. I think I'm going to do a quick cleanse real fast. I don't think Kitty made it back. Oh, not excited and Kitty. I see. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, I totally feel that, Boo. Like I tend to be happy. if I tend to get happy and social, and that's why I have to watch myself because I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm feeling so happy. All right, let's get into it for Jay. No, you're totally good. Don't apologize, Boo. You're good. I was just chitty chatting. All right, the list is closed now though, so this is the last one for today. All right, Jay wants to know if they should move or wait. So the way I like to do this is, should I stay or should I go now? So basically splitting the energy. So what happened? What's the predictive outcome if you stay? What's the predictive outcome if you go? So let's compare and contrast. All right, this is for Jay. This is for Jay. This is for Jay. What happens if Jay stays? Thank you, Boo. I'm going to pin that. Okay. Wait, I feel one more shuffle. Okay, this is a call, but not the call I've been waiting for. I don't think. Hold on one second. I don't think this is the call I've been waiting for. Pretty sure not. Okay, so we're still good. Sorry, you guys. All right, real quickly. Jay. What if she stays? What if she stays? Wow, that Ace of Cups keeps wanting to come out in reverse, man. I think you're having a hard time trusting your intuition when it comes to making this decision. If you stay, I have High Priestess reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed. So it kind of feels like you already know the decision and the choice that you need to make, but maybe you're having a hard time trusting your intuition when it comes to this. Let's see. Hold on. Trying to find the original question. Okay. What if she decides to move and not wait? What if she decides to move and not wait? Hold on. My computer is being weird. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? That's what I thought too. That feels like a very mixed outcome. So, it was this live, Jason, but I just closed the list. I was only on for a short time, Boo. So it's I've been on now for 2.5 hours. So I talked to you before, but I think you were already had disappeared maybe. But I was saying if you had a question to let me know, but I gotta go. I have an important call. I'm sorry, Jason. I'll come on again, probably this weekend, or in the next couple days. So I'm trying to mix up the times because some of my light beans are like different time zones, and I'm trying to make it so that I'm coming on at a time where everybody can get in. So, okay, back to your question, Boo. It's feeling like if you don't wait, this is a very tough one, man, because it feels like if you do wait, or if you don't wait, if you decide to go, it can kind of just could cost you a lot of money. So I don't know if there's what the financial concern is. I did have the King of Pentacles on the last pull for the like if you should wait. So I don't know if there's something to do with like your work or money, where if you decide to go ahead and move and not wait, that it could be either it could cost you more money, be more expensive, or disrupt maybe some kind of stability. So this doesn't have to necessarily be about finances. This could also mean like maybe where you're living right now, you have established like, you know, your place there, like it feels familiar, it feels like home for you, your family. Is there, you have some sort of like a support system around it, that kind of thing. So it could be that it's like that ends up that it ends up either disrupting your sense of stability and support, or it ends up costing you more money if you decide to just go ahead and do the move. However, underneath all of that, you do have the Sun card and the Two of Cups. So it does feel like there's something good waiting for you on that move. Maybe it's just a thing where you shouldn't rush it, but yes, it's a like, yes, go, but maybe don't rush it. So let me do one quick clarifier on both of these. Okay. So clarify for me if Jay, I'm just going to call you Jay. Clarify for me if Jay waits to move. What's the predictive outcome for Jay? Gosh, I hope that wasn't the call I was waiting for. Eek. All right, I'm gonna have to get off of here. Jay. Okay. Here's the thing, boo. I think you definitely do need to move. That looks like a yes. You need to set your sights on moving. I think you're kind of second guessing and doubting closing out some kind of cycle or chapter in your life that would be inevitable if you were to move. But I do think that the energy is around don't rush it, because that could end up costing you more money in the long run. Or, I mean, it can end up costing you more money now, like if you try to go now. Tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles reverse and or break up some kind of stability. Yeah, don't rush this decision. Wait a little bit. Keep your wits about you, make a plan, all that. But it's looking like yes to the move, but don't do it right away. And I feel like there's a bit of self-doubt creeping in, or like you not trusting your own intuition on this, that's already telling you like, yes, this is something you need to do. You need a new beginning, you need a fresh start, new opportunities. It is time to close out some kind of chapter in your life for sure. Like, you've completed a cycle, it's time to make it official. However, it doesn't feel like you need to do this quickly, like right now. Does that make sense? So oh, July's not that far away. You have the Queen of Wands, you have the Sun. So July, like Leo season, maybe wouldn't be a bad idea. Possibly, potentially. The clarifying that Ten of Swords reverse, or I mean, sorry, Ten of Pentacles reverse is the Five of Swords. So it feels like either this is going to create some kind of conflict. I don't know if it's a work environment or something like that, or this will kind of either again be expensive if you try to rush it, which could cause some problems for you, or oh, it's a divorce. Well, that makes sense then, with a Ton of Pentacles reversed. I see. Well, this is all picking up that energy then for sure. And that explains why there's a big cycle closing out for you with this. If you decide to go. You graduate in May. That also can be that world card energy. There's something, you have a lot of energy around like spring to summer season. So it could be that yeah, I feel like I know it sucks, but it's kind of feeling like hold on, like wait. I know it sucks, but I feel like there's going to be an opportune time for you to make that leap. It's definitely saying do it. Okay, I can't emphasize that enough. Like you definitely need to move forward. It's going to improve, I think, a lot of things in your life, give you a fresh start, a new beginning. You've got the world to the full. So you are completing a cycle and a chapter of your life and moving forward. But it kind of feels like it's going to disrupt a lot, and also again possibly be more expensive if you leave now, like if you rush it. So the timing that you originally had, possibly like spring to summertime. When's the most favorable season for Jay? Not Jen, your name's not Jen, but Jay, to do this? What's the most favorable season potentially for Jay to do this? Yeah, the stability it's going to disrupt the stability of the family for sure. That's that. The 10 of Pentacles reversed, the 5 of Swords for sure. It will probably cause some conflict in the family, and you'll lose a sense of stability, or they will. I mean, 10 of Pentacles is family, you know. Janelle, okay. What season could be most favorable for this move to happen? It's just all about timing. It's a for sure yes. It's just the timing of it, right? 2 of Cups. So again, like early summer, possibly. Let me get my timing cheat sheet. 10 of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, wait a little bit. It may be waiting for the divorce to be finalized or official if that feels like it's too far ahead into the future. Yeah, just a little bit. Temperance, the 10 of Cups. Give it some time. That'll be the best for your family, for your kids. Okay. That'll bring the best peace and harmony into the situation. Right now, things are really tumultuous, is what it's looking like, and I see that you're going through that divorce. It does keep showing up. So it just give it, it's asking though to give it a little bit time for things to kind of temper, to kind of calm down a little bit. Right now it feels too volatile, the energy, for you to rush into that. So I'm sorry, boo. It doesn't necessarily mean it's just that's what it's saying. I'm only reading the energy, but like trust your intuition. I think you're having a hard time feeling that right now. But it's just saying like things are really volatile. It's saying like kind of wait for things to temper a little bit before you do it. Hold on one second. Let me get you the exact time on that, because I don't have all that super memorized. So the 2 of Cups is like June 21st to July 1st. And always take that kind of timing with the tarot with a grain of salt, because time and energy is fluid, right? But that would be like June 21st to July 1st. And I know that feels like that's like almost a year away. But Cups in general is like summertime, like, early summer season. But 2 of Cups is also an energy of like, wait for things to kind of feel a little bit more tranquil, Right now it feels like it's, kind of crazy. That's the exact time you were thinking. Yeah, see, your intuition is on point. The High Priestess reverse, the Ace of Cups reverse. Like you already knew you're not trusting your intuition right now, because I think the circumstances are so cuckoo bananas. This is where tarot really comes in the clutch. It really does in this kind of situation, because we're like, I'm feeling all of this volatility, but I can't really get clear and can't tap into my own intuition. Help me out to get the clarity. And this is exactly what it's for, this kind of thing. So your intuition already knew the exact time that would be right. It's just that you were feeling all of that volatility and the energy, and it was hard for you to trust it. But I know, I hear you, boo. I hope you have like a good support system around you right now that is going to be like, that will help you and support you through this season. It's so tough, boo. Or you can find one, that can help you kind of get through the challenging time. But love on your babies. It's hard in a divorce. Like, the important thing is to try as best you can to give, the kids that sense of stability and show them you're there for them and loving on them. And just love on each other. It's really tough. And I'm sorry you're going through that, honestly. It really does suck. But it does look like it's going to get so much better for you. I saw a lot of hope after that move. Like it will improve, but it's all about the timing of when you do it. But it looks like it's going to give you a brand new beginning and a lot more joy and peace. And you'll feel much better, I think, after, for sure. For sure. For sure. Yeah. Positive and busy. Yeah. Thank you, Newbie Me. Newbie Me says sending healing and hope for your journey of letting go. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm hoping that call wasn't the one I was waiting for, but I got to get off because I am expecting it any minute. So if that was the call, I'll have to go check it out and see what's going on. But I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you so much. Oh, that was a tough place to end it, but it's going to be okay, boo. And we're here for you. There's lots of people in this community that have been through the situation that you're in right now or are going through it right now. So if you ever want to come in the chat and get some support here, we're here for you too, okay? All right, I'm sending you guys big hugs and love. Thank you all so much. To my dear, I didn't get your timestamp. I'm gonna have to add it in later. But to my dear Kitty, I don't know where you went, boo. I'm gonna take the donation and I will put you on the list for the next one, Kitty. Hit me up, hello@mytherapist.com, if you want to drop your question there or in the comment section here. You can also drop, actually, that's probably better and quicker, faster. If you drop your questions that I didn't get to in the comments, I'll get them on the next one. I'll put you up at the top of the list. Thanks to all y'all for hanging out with me. Thanks, Newbie Me. Thanks, Jano. Thanks, Nixie. Thanks, Janelle. Thank you all and everybody else. I appreciate your questions. I appreciate your time and chitty chat. It was a lot of fun, actually. I'll have to come on around this time another day. All right. Love you guys. As always, beijinhos, abrazos, and I'll see you on the next one really soon. Take the poll and let me know which all signs you want to see next, okay? All right. Bye, everybody.